weten nooit echt het hele verhaal.
Bang voor vreemden, vooral voor vreemde mannen.
Zit je te bibberen?
Een beetje vertrouwen kwijt. Is bij mij goed gekomen en dat komt bij jou ook goed.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 52nd edition of VdR2021 International Film Festival. As you might know, due to the pandemic, the festival is taking place mainly online, though some activities and screening will take place in Nyon from the 15th to the 24th. I'm honored to be here with Saskia Gubbels, Director of Sheltered, that we are very glad to present in our Grand Angle section in international premiere. So welcome, Saskia.
Thank you.
We would like you to make some questions for the public to get to know the film. Could you tell us how you discovered this place and what have been for you the trigger to make it the protagonist of your film?
Yeah. Well, I'm an animal lover all my life, and I have grown up with a lot of pets. And when I had my own family, I wanted to raise my children also with a lot of pets. And so we started with guinea pigs, and after the guinea pigs, we wanted to have cats. And so we were going to a small shelter, and it was the first time for me for years, 30 years ago, I was for the last time in a shelter. So I remembered a building just with some cages and come in and pick a cat and go out. But it was changed very much in this 30 years. So we had quite an interview with a lot of questions about our family, about the ages, our jobs, our daily life, our routine. So it was quite an experience. And after this interview, the conclusion was that there was no cat for us because there was no match. So we went with empty hands, and then I made an appointment with the largest animal shelter it's in my hometown, Amsterdam. And I got a tour. And it was really surprising what I saw there. It was like a mini society with everything, but then for animals. So with everything focused on animals, with a grooming salon, psychotherapy, behavior therapists, team aftercare, medical team. So this was... what shocked me most was that at that day when I got this tour, at the end of the building there was coming a big truck with 20 or 30 neglected and abused animals. They were coming in, and at the other hall of the building, I saw a family who was very happy with their adopted dogs. So it was this extreme emotions that I saw, and people were crying because their dog died, and other people were saving the life of the cats. So, well, after that, I thought, I think this is a documentary the whole time. So when I came back after a week, we had shoot a lot of material, and we had 3 really nice characters. But when I came back, the rabbit died suddenly, and the dog was adopted. So 2 of my 3 main characters were gone. And then we started all over again, and this went on for 3 times. So after 1 month of shooting a lot, we said to each other, the crew, so we have to focus on different things because the main characters they're not the whole time. And I want to follow the whole process from coming in, from neglection to socialization, and at the end, the adoption. So this line I wanted to follow with these main characters. But after that, when we started all over again for 3 times, we finished this idea, and then we hold on this line from beginning to end with different animals. And so that changed during the shooting. I started to recognize the same people who came in every day and every week. And their stories were very similar to the stories of the animals. And it touched me. And they were all, so the stories of the animals and the people who were taking care of the animals, they were really very close. And I looked for the for the stories that were most similar.
Yeah, there is one scene. There are many scenes, but I think that this one, it was when you were talking about there is a little society, like society in a nutshell. I thought that this was also visible in the people that were coming to visit the animals. That there was in a way, yes, that there was a great diversity and very lively environment inside of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And what have been your method during the editing? How did you put together those different storylines?
It was a lot of searching because I had a lot of material. It's really also the last time I think that I make a documentary about animals, because they never do what you say, of course. It's really very difficult. And so what I mostly do is that I make rough cuts during the process of the film. So I edit something myself, and then start shooting further on. And so I developed the film as a continuing process. So shooting and editing together. Mm-hmm. But at the end, I came together with an editor. And then it's just 1 year ago that there was the first lockdown in Amsterdam. So we were all stuck on our own in our rooms. And I wanted to continue very much with the editing. And so I made the most of the editing I made myself, together with the great help of my sound engineer who was in Spain. So it was a really nice experience to edit online. And so I edited the scene and I sent it to him, and he said, well, try it like this. And he edited some and put some sound on it. And so finally, after 5 or 6 weeks, it went better. And then we were allowed to go out. And then I finished the film together with my editor for another 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, it must have been special to work in.
Yeah. So it was special in the small community to be there for 1.5 years, and to get together with people and with all those animals, of course. And the whole process of the editing was due to this pandemic, also very special.
And you were mentioning the work on the sound, and it's being like, as you said, like a small community, a small world. The sound there, it's very special, and is also, of course, due to the animal with their own language. It's something that helps a lot to build the narration, but also the emotional part in a way. How did you work with your sound engineering on that?
Yeah, very closely. The first idea was to don't use any music, because I wanted the animals to have their own sound and their own language. We had also some versions with a lot of music and a lot of sounds, and then it was too much. So it was we experienced this quite a lot. The sound engineer with whom I'm working with in Spain, he's working very, how do you call it, independent also. So he was trying experience for a couple of days and then sent me some scenes together with some tunes and trying to make the language of the animals working together with the sound. And then we worked on it further on here in Amsterdam. And so we were ping-ponging forth and back with the sound. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for your time. And I invite our public, of course, to discover the film that has a lot to say also about the human nature that goes behind and that is visible among the animals. The film is available for 3 days on our website. And well, thanks again, Saskia, for being with us.
And of course, thank you very much for showing on this festival. It's very sad I can't be there, but hopefully you will enjoy the film.
Yes, I'm sure our public will, and hopefully we meet very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Bye.